Hi, in this video, we will discuss the fourth method of adjustment of capital at the time of retirement of partner. The fourth method is when the retiring partner is to be paid through amount brought in by the remaining partners in a manner to make their capitals proportionate to their new profit sharing ratio. So this means that in the fourth method, the retiring partner will be paid off and the remaining partners, if necessary, will bring in cash and their final capitals will be in the new profit sharing ratio. So let's go to the steps that need to be followed in this fourth method of adjustment of capital at the time of retirement of partner. The steps to be followed. First step, we need to pay off the retiring partner. So we close the retiring partner's capital account by paying him off in cash. Step 2 is to calculate the adjusted capitals of the continuing partners. That is the balance of their capitals after all adjustments with respect to revaluation gain or loss, reserves, accumulated profits and losses, and also goodwill treatment. Step 3 is to ascertain the total capital of the new firm. We can get this amount by adding the total of adjusted capitals of the continuing partners arrived as per step 2 and also adding the amount which is paid to the retiring partner. So on adding these two amounts, we will get the total capital of the new firm. The fourth step is to ascertain the new capitals of each of the continuing partners by dividing the total capital of the new firm, which we arrived as per step 3, in the NPSR or the new profit sharing ratio of the continuing partners. The final step is to pass the journal entry for the amount which has to be brought in by the continuing partners. This amount will be equal to the amount of the new capital, which is the answer of step 4, minus the amount of the adjusted capital, which is the answer of step 2. And the entry for bringing in cash would be to debit bank account and credit the specific partner's capital account. Narration being cash brought in by the continuing partner. So these are the 5 steps that need to be followed in this fourth method of adjustment of capital sum at the time of retirement of partner. We'll continue to solve an example sum to understand the concept better. Example sum. Naresh, David and Aslam are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3:7. On 1st April 2019, Naresh gave notice to retire from the firm. David and Aslam decided to share future profits and losses in the ratio of 2:3. The adjusted capital accounts of David and Aslam show a balance of rupees 33,000 and rupees 70,500 respectively. The total amount to be paid to Naresh is rupees 90,500. This amount is to be paid by David and Aslam in such a way that their capitals become proportionate to their new profit sharing ratio. Pass the necessary journal entries for the above transactions in the books of the firm. Show your workings clearly. So this statement that the amount due to Naresh, the retiring partner, is to be paid by David and Aslam in a way that their capitals become proportionate to their new profit sharing ratio. This shows that this is the fourth method of adjustment of capital at the time of retirement of partner. So let's begin with the working notes for the steps involved. Working notes. The step 1, we need to pay off the retiring partner Naresh amount due to him, which is 9,500. So the total amount to be paid to Naresh is rupees 9,500. So we'll pass the journal entry later. Step 2 is to get the adjusted capitals of the continuing partners, which is of David and Aslam. So this statement, the adjusted capital accounts of David and Aslam show a balance of rupees 33,000 and rupees 70,500 respectively. So in the case of David, the amount is rupees 33,000, and in the case of Aslam, it's equal to rupees 70,500. The step 3 is to calculate the total capital of the new firm. We can get this by adding the adjusted capitals of David and Aslam, which is 33,000 rupees plus 70,500, and also adding the amount to be paid to the retiring partner Naresh, which in this case is 90,500. So we get rupees 1,94,000 as the total capital of the new firm. The step 4 is to get the new capitals of the remaining partners, David and Aslam. For this, we need to take the total capital of the new firm, which is the answer as per step 3, rupees 1,94,000, and divide this in the NPSR between David and Aslam. It says they decided to share future profits and losses in the ratio of 2:3. So we'll divide this in 2:3. So we get, in the case of David, rupees 77,600, and in the case of Aslam, $1,16,400. The final step is to compare adjusted capital with the new capital. In the case of David, the adjusted capital is 33,000 rupees, whereas the new capital is 77,600 rupees. So David needs to bring in cash for the amount equal to the difference, which is rupees 44,600. In the case of Aslam, the adjusted capital is 70,500 rupees, whereas The new capital is 1,16,400 rupees. So Aslam also has to bring in cash for the amount equal to the difference. It's equal to 45,900 rupees. So let's pass the journal entries. Solution. Journal. Date. Particulars. LF number. Debit rupees and credit rupees. The date of retirement of Naresh is 1st April 2019. The first entry will pay off Naresh the amount which is due to him, which is rupees 90,500. So we have Naresh capital account debit to bank account. The amount paid off 90,500 rupees. Narration being Naresh paid off. Same date, second journal entry. We'll pass a combined journal entry for David bringing in 44,600 rupees and Aslam bringing in 45,900 rupees. So bank account debit to David capital account to Aslam capital account. The amount which is brought in by David is as per step 5, 44,600 rupees. And the amount which is brought in by Aslam is 45,900 rupees. The total amount brought in by both of them is 90,500 rupees. Narration being cash brought in by David and Aslam. So these are the two journal entries, the answer to this example sum.